everybody. Welcome back to the talk show with DJ Gatsby and
Kitty Jones.
Yeah, we're back. It's our second show. Big shout out to everybody who watched and tuned in for our first show. It was wonderful.
We really thank everybody for doing that. We thank everybody for your comments and your, from everything from the hair and the clothes to what we were talking about. I don't care how you comment about it, as long as you're looking, you're paying attention, and you come back.
Yeah, we did get a lot of comments about the way you were dressed. Lovely.
Oh yeah, well, thank you.
But
thank
you're the fashion and beauty
icon.
Well,
so, I mean, it takes a village.
They're gonna expect that. I'm doing all right today. My man Rob, as always, he's off camera, but made sure I was straight and I was tight.
Definitely always want to say, hey, honey, for all you do. He's here to help, right?
Yeah, absolutely. He's definitely here. I want to say congratulations real quick to Treasure Blue. He's the author for Cash Money Content.
Congratulations.
Just released his book. We featured his book on the last show.
Yeah, we did.
Book just came out, and congratulations, Treasure Blue, on the release of your book. Now, today we're going to be doing something special.
Yes, we are.
We have guests in the house.
We have guests in the house.
All right.
Our first guest, we have Shay that's going to be here talking about natural hair. From what I understand, it's a movement, and she's going to be here talking about it as a natural hair wearer.
Natural hair.
Hair wearer.
Okay, I used to know about natural. I know a little thing about natural hair.
Well, you're naturally bald. Yeah.
No.
No,
not naturally. Not naturally bald, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, okay, well.
I choose to cut this down and keep this like that. I can grow it if I want to. But you were saying you have Shay coming in to talk about.
Shay is here to talk about natural hair. That trend, how to care for your natural hair. She's going to talk a little bit about her transition from the processed hair to natural, which is very difficult to do, and it's time consuming, but we'll talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that Shay, because I really like Shay.
Oh, she's good.
I love Shay. She might not know it, but I really like Shay. She's a great girl.
And she's the other half of my glam squad. I always have to, it's a shameless plug, but we have to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? It seems like this segment, this show is really all about you. You have other guests that's coming. Who else we have?
Well, we're going to also have Andrea, who I sat down with her 2 years ago. Okay. How Could My Husband Be Gay?
Oh, Jason, co-writer.
Jason, co-writer. Andrea Davis, going to be here. It's my third time interviewing her.
Wow.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Be fun catching up with her.
It's great that you got her to come on the interview with you, because Andrea, I asked you to come on my show.
Yeah.
All right, before Kitty was here, and you didn't find time.
Mighty
funny now that Kitty's on the show. Andrea's found time to come and interview with you.
Well,
I can't wait to see her.
Well, I can't wait to see her as well and get caught up, for sure.
Okay. All right.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
So that's a one-on-one with Kitty?
One-on-one with Kitty. We're talking beauty. Yes, we're talking follow-up about, how could my husband be gay and how she's doing.
Yeah.
What else are we doing?
Today, listen, we have to talk about the Baltimore Ravens.
Okay, yes.
All you Raven fans out there, congratulations. Big win in the Super Bowl. The whole city of Baltimore. Big ups, congratulations. Ray Lewis is retiring.
Oh, most definitely. Going out on top.
Going out on top. It was a huge, huge win. Great. Did you get a chance to watch this one?
I watched the Super Bowl, and my Washington Redskins wasn't in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, we're going.
But that's okay. That's
moment
good.
Of silence for all the Redskins.
We're getting closer.
Maybe next year.
Yeah, for sure. But my husband is from Baltimore, Maryland, so that's our second team.
Okay.
So we were very happy about that. Congratulations to all you guys. Party.
Yeah, you can't really talk about the Super Bowl without mentioning that halftime show.
We have to go there.
That Beyonce put. We do. All you brothers that watch the Super Bowl, ladies that tuned in, we really want to give a big shout out to Beyonce. Thanks for wearing that outfit. Thanks for Destiny's Child coming through.
I would say she redeemed herself. We went from the inauguration.
Yeah.
And the whole lip syncing thing, and then went right on in. She showed you she could sing.
Oh, well, we love you, Beyonce, whether you're singing live or whether you're lip syncing. It doesn't really matter.
It was a good show. It was a very good show. It was nice to see Destiny's Child back.
Absolutely.
Wasn't a big fan of the Alicia Keys little.
Alicia Keys, I thought Alicia Keys was great.
I think it was.
The guys that I watched the game with said they love Alicia Keys. They wish she was standing up and singing.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons.
I was a little over that. I think we should. I actually think we should keep that just pretty simple. Let's just sing the song. Let's move along. But that's my opinion. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, enough about that Super Bowl.
Okay.
We have a wonderful, wonderful show today. As we said before, we got Shay coming in to talk about beauty and fashion, hair, and going natural. And we have the lovely and talented author, best-selling author, Andrea Davis, talking about her latest book.
Who sat down with me on One-on-One with Kitty. So.
What's that book again?
How Could My Husband Be Gay?
Yeah, I like the way you sound.
Well, you just have to keep that
men don't want to really
excitement up.
say
It's
that
a good
title.
book.
Yeah.
It's a good book. Go out and get you a copy of it.
I need a copy.
Yeah.
But again, we're back. Tune in. And for everybody who are not in our viewing area, if you tell your friends who don't live in Southern Maryland, you can watch the show on YouTube, right?
Yes, you
DJ
can.
Gatsby?
Yes, you can.
And thanks for everybody following us on Facebook. We have a Facebook page, DJ
Yes.
Gatsby, Kitty Jones.
Please.
And check
There's
us out.
all kinds of ways to keep up. So we hope you stay tuned and stay excited. Keep coming back.
Absolutely. Listen, we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back. I think, when are you coming back with Shay?
Yes.
We'll be right back with Shay in your one-on-one with Kitty segment.
Beauty and fashion. We'll be talking natural hair. Come back.
All right. Listen, everybody, we love you. We'll be right back for more of the talk show with DJ Gatsby and
Kitty Jones.
All right. Lovely segment. I thought we did good.
Hey everybody, it's Kitty Jones from the talk show with DJ Gatsby and Kitty Jones. Thanks so much for being here with us today. On my one-on-one with Kitty segment, we will be talking with Shay today. Shay, welcome to the show.
Hey Kitty.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So today we're going to be talking about natural hair and that transition from process to natural. Shay happens to know a lot about that because she made that transition a couple of years ago, right, Shay?
Yes, ma'am.
So why do you think that women are, particularly women of color, are choosing to go natural? Why do you think they're choosing that?
Well, it's a movement now. I think
A movement.
People are more accepting of natural hair. People are not judging you because everyone's doing it.
Right.
And most women, they want the versatility without spending long hours at the salon. So
That's true. That's true because
it's
women,
a nice alternative.
That's right because women of color, they know. I mean, you sometimes sit in the salon for 5-6 hours. So you're saying with natural hair, we can cut that time in
half.
and you can pretty much you could do it at home yourself, right?
Yes.
I mean, and I think there's a lot of versatility. I mean, like with the twists and the braids and stuff like that, and you're giving your hair a break. Now, what made you decide to go natural?
Well, my hair was severely damaged from using chemicals over the last 21 years of getting relaxers, and I wanted to try a different approach. I kind of wanted to rehabilitate my hair, so I chose to go natural.
Right. So during your transition, because I think you said it took a couple of years for you to do that?
It took me about 2 years to convert to natural.
So-
I didn't do the big chop, which
Okay.
everyone is doing now.
Right, I know. Yeah, a lot of people do
That
that.
was,
And that look
that
is
was
not
going to
for-
be too drastic
That's right.
for me.
And that look is not for everybody, but the people that can pull it off, I mean, the ones that go way down and do the bald and then it comes out.
And it looks great, but that's not my preference.
Right. Right. That's a pretty drastic preference. So now, and you said it took you 2 years to do that. And what are some of the things that women who are deciding to go natural, what should they consider? Now, when saying, okay, forget about it, I'm going to be going natural. I don't want to do the relaxer anymore. That's it. The creamy crack, as they would call it, in good hair.
I think they should consider if they can actually embrace their natural texture. It can get a little costly, natural hair products.
Right.
So you have to ask yourself, can I afford this?
Right, because, a relaxer is going to cost you about, what, $7, and then you have to, keep it moisturized and things like that.
Right.
But, I know they have a whole lines of
In Targets, they have a whole line geared to natural hair now.
That's right. And it's a lot more work, though, isn't
It
it?
is.
Yeah.
It's high maintenance, but it's worth it. It's definitely beneficial in the long run.
Right. Well, I've tried it, and I don't have a whole lot of patience because you gotta curling irons and all this kind of stuff. I don't miss, but then it's kinky. The whole kinky thing.
Right.
How do you get past that whole kinky look because it's just
You have to own it.
so it's an attitude.
It is an attitude.
Now, who knew that natural hair would be an attitude? So, so I had a viewer that wrote in about her issues, and she's basically, I think that you just can't be lazy. I think there are things you can do at night. I think you can do weaves. That's another thing. The different options you have when your hair is, of course, natural but stronger.
Right.
Because it doesn't have that. But you have weaves. You have what?
You have weaves. You can do braids. You can do two-strand twists. Excuse me. Can you cut that?
and is that no? Is it expensive? But is it expensive because for people that can't do it themselves? Is it more expensive to go and get these natural hairstyles like the braids?
It's going to cost. It's going to be comparable. So it's going to be around about the same price.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, I really want to thank Shay for being here with us today. It is a movement. I really believe that it is a movement with the natural hair. Whatever you choose to do, hey, good luck with that, okay? We'll be back very shortly. Don't go anywhere, okay?
Very good.
I think we're back. This is Kitty Jones from the talk show with DJ Gatsby and Kitty Jones. We want to take just one moment again to thank Shay for being here today to discuss natural hair on our beauty and fashion segment. Shay, thanks so much for being here with us today. Today, we are here with Andrea. Andrea, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Kitty.
It's so good to be sitting down with you here today. I am stopped so many times after we've done the interview, and I think that was a couple of years ago.
Yes.
And people are asking, oh my goodness, how is she doing? They liked the book, they didn't like the book, everybody has an opinion.
Right.
But it's okay. But what I've often thought about, well, first of all, I'm gonna ask, I think I asked you how you're doing, but if I didn't, how are you?
I'm doing well.
You
I'm
good?
doing well.
Okay, we got through that, didn't we?
Yes.
How glad are you that you wrote this book? How glad?
I am extremely happy that I wrote the book. I'm very appreciative that I had the opportunity to write it. There was a healing process that was initiated through the writing of that book. And that was something that I really needed. When you go through something like this, and with having 3 children, and they were young at the time, all under the age of 2.
Wow.
I had to put myself on the back burner. Yeah. So a lot of issues never had been dealt with. So this jump-started that process for me.
And it sounds like, to me, and I often thought about this too, that you put yourself on the back burner during the marriage too.
I did.
I found myself thinking that. So
I did.
You didn't love you enough, And so if we've gotten past some of that, this is really good. That's going to help a lot of people.
Yes.
How has this book changed your life? When you really think about before you wrote the book, what you went through and all that, how's it changed your life, you think?
Well, I think the greatest change in my life has been actually speaking.
Wow.
Before, I was a very timid person. I think if you read the book, you can see that I was a very, down, low-key, played person. Now, through this book and knowing that there are so many people who appreciated the fact that I told my story, and I've had to speak in different forums. But now I'm a completely different person.
I see.
I do not mind speaking.
I see that.
I don't mind speaking at all. It's not a problem at all. I didn't want to speak in front of larger groups or anything like that, but I'm cool with it now.
And with such a topic, and I don't know if I mentioned the name of the book, How Could My Husband Be Gay? I mean, which I always thought that was such a catchy title. And at least, I mean, I would think those books were pouring off of the shelves because people, you know, that subject alone. And I'm sure, well, I know for a fact that a lot of people have gone through that. Nobody wants to talk about it, of course.
Exactly.
What have you learned for sure? What do you know for sure now about Andrea?
I know for sure that you touched on it a little bit. I need to love me. I know at that time I was a wife, I am a mother, but I need to love Andrea. And I need to learn who Andrea is. And I think as women, you know, we need to do that. Sometimes we lose ourselves in the different phases that we go through in life or the different places that we hold in life. And I think that sometimes we need to take some time just to find out who we are and mature as a woman.
You're right. So many of us don't know ourselves, and we lose ourselves in even the day-to-day.
Yes.
You know, raising a family, being a wife, going to the grocery store, all of this. We lose ourselves. So if one thing that came out of this, you writing this book, is that you are able to, first of all, think about yourself first, and what does Andrea want? What do I need?
Yes.
I think that makes you a better prospect for as a girlfriend, husband, because we will marry again. I'm
yes,
sure.
we will.
Now, you've toured, you know, I've been following you a little bit, like on Facebook and stuff like that. You're always doing something, and that's good. That's good. What has been the response? You know, because in that book, I think you came off as being, you're right, timid, you know, weak, you know, signs, missing signs, and things like that. What has been the response when you're out touring with this book?
The majority of the response has been positive. I think there are so many women and a group of men who really needed to be brought to an awareness, a place of awareness that this is going on. This is definitely an issue that needs to be discussed in our community, as well as the African American community, as well as the church community. That's a whole nother subject.
We talked about that a little bit
Yes,
before.
but you know, it really needs to be put into the open. Because there's so many women that are hurting, so many children that are suffering, and people don't really think about the children in this equation. But you know, I'm just really excited that I was able to use my story to bring an awareness to people.
Most definitely. We did talk a little bit about that, about what role the church plays in men who have to feel like they can't be themselves.
Yes.
So, you know, if more eyes are open, more, you know, different things in the church, like, you know, where people can go somewhere and talk to somebody or whatever, the programs, I would say. That would help, right?
Definitely.
So, what's next for Andrea? I mean, you have this great book. I really feel like that this could have been a movie, and I'm hoping still that somebody knock on your door and say, hey, let's do it, let's do something with this. What's next for you?
Well, hopefully there'll be a Lifetime movie in the future. A lot of people have been saying that.
I hope so, too. I hope so. That's what I want.
That would be wonderful. With this year, actually, we have the sequel coming out to How Can My Husband Be Gay?
Oh, I can't wait.
So in a couple of months, we'll release the title and, you know, the cover and all of that. Initially, we were not going to do a sequel. I thought it was going to be overkill for this subject. But as we toured, you know, and went all across the country, there were so many people who wanted to know what happened from the end of How Can My Husband Be Gay to now, and how I got to that place. And I think they saw that I was so timid in the book, and now I'm not so timid. So how did that transformation take place? So definitely doing the sequel that will be released this year. I also have an anthology coming out with authors Tremaine Moore and Tamika Sims, and that deals with domestic violence. That is a whole nother issue
it really
that a lot of people did not want to really discuss, but it's going on. And my portion of that will be dealing with emotional abuse. I think a lot of women really, you know, do not know they've been abused because the man has not physically touched them. But that is false. It's false. It's a mental, you know, process that women go through with that. So I definitely want to deal with that.
Oh, most definitely. That is so important. important. So, Jason.
Yes.
Jason, I know, is writing a book. I think he just
has
wrote
his
a
own
book.
book.
He has a book out.
Yes.
I'm not. Look, I'm sorry, Jason. I know you're writing a book, and I expect to have you on here too. I'll just take a minute. How is he doing?
He's doing well.
He's doing
well.
I have him to thank, because if he did not know DJ Gatsby,
Right.
and didn't know me,
Right.
the talk show with DJ Gatsby and Kitty Jones would not be. So we thank Jason so much for that.
Yes.
And Jason is the co-author of How Could My Husband Be Gay?
Yes.
And can we just remind people how Jason came into this whole scheme of things?
Sure. Before the idea for the book came up, I had been dealing with a lot of women, and helping them to get through their healing process, and I think that was something to occupy myself.
Right. Okay.
And so I had a friend. We have a mutual friend, and he said, "You know what? You need to tell your story on a wider platform." So that can get out there, and how you're dealing with some women, more women can get more of that from you.
Okay.
And so he introduced Jason and I, and once we met, we basically hit it off, and that's how Could My Husband Be Gay came together.
Well, I think it's a wonderful book. I think that it's a story of vulnerability.
Yes.
I think it showed that you can make it through something like that.
Definitely.
But this book, I know it had to be healing.
Definitely.
And it reminded people that you can be whole again, which you are.
Yes.
And that gives me so much hope, and so many others. Your story, I mean, you are so many people's story. But now that sequel is going to be really, really big, because from here. And I think did I ask you about your life and how it is now for you? I mean,
yes.
Are you dating?
No, I'm not dating
Kitty,
at the moment.
Kitty is going to ask you
Yes.
that. Are you dating?
Yes.
And how are you approaching relationships now because of this growth? You've grown so much.
Definitely.
How are you approaching them? Are you able to trust?
Right. I think, with the dating piece, that's one of the most popular questions that I get.
Okay.
And I think, for me, it's very important, because I have children. I'm not just thinking about myself. So my children, their emotional process going through this, I'm very protective of. And I don't want to throw another man or men into the mix unless I'm sure.
That's right. And that's a whole nother show.
That's a whole nother show.
Because that whole dating, when you have children.
Yes.
And
Yes.
all we'll have to do that.
Yes.
And so your kids are okay.
They're
okay post this.
They're okay. They're still going through their process, as am I. But they're okay.
Okay.
They're okay.
How, if I can ask this, how is your relationship now with your ex-husband? Is there a relationship?
Not much.
Not much. So you're not able to. We haven't gotten that far. We've gotten pretty far, but there's still a work in progress, right?
Definitely a work in progress. And I think that when you go through these situations, you have to be the adult in the situation. Both parties have the responsibility, especially when children are involved, to be the adult. For me, and as a woman, I think that there should be some conversation had at some point with honesty.
Right.
And unfortunately, in my case, we have not been able to get to that point.
Yeah, so it's a little more growing to do.
Right.
But it is possible. I like to always believe. I'm always believing that it is possible to.
Yes.
For two people to get past that.
Yes.
So, Andrea, this has been a delight to be here with you today. I
Thank
really
you.
appreciate it, and
Thank you.
we'll be back. We'll be right back with the talk show with DJ Gatsby and Kitty Jones.
All right, we're back. Talk show with DJ Gatsby and Kitty Jones. Wonderful, wonderful show today.
Great show today. We want to take a moment and thank Shay for being here to talk to us about the transition from natural hair from processed hair to natural hair.
That was a very
is.
good segment.
It was a good
I
segment.
was so happy to see Shay.
Yeah, she actually was really
Doesn't
relaxed.
really like
and-
being on camera,
and
ladies and gentlemen.
She doesn't, but she got through it, and she left us with some really good information about transitioning to natural hair.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah, Shay gave us a lot of important information for all you ladies out there, and even you men, because I know a lot of you brothers out there like the, you know, they got the wave or the process or whatever that thing is they call to get your hair done.
Yeah, if you're
But
tired
most
of that
of the
whole
ladies-
process and stuff, just consider the natural hair. You
Right,
might want
right.
to after you see that segment.
Yeah, but big shout out to Shay for coming out.
Most definitely. Thank you, Shay. And also Andrea Davis. We want to thank her. That was a follow-up interview. From
Andrea was
several.
great.
She was wonderful. She was natural. She always has plenty to say.
Didn't hold back at all.
No. How could my husband be gay? And I understand she's writing another book. So I look forward to that as
Yeah.
well.
Questions were fantastic too. You really handled
Thank
that.
you.
That one-on-one kitty segment was fantastic. I'm
Well,
glad
thank
we
you.
added that to the show and you got a chance to do that.
Thank you very much. That was fun.
Yeah,
Thank you,
well.
Andrea, for coming.
Okay. Also, you know, thanks everybody tuning in. As always, you know, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Kitty Jones, DJ Gatsby. We're everywhere.
We're everywhere.
Tell your friends, family, everybody you know, check out the show.
And please tune in. We look to you for your support, for sure.
Yeah.
So please keep coming.
I also want to let you guys know that going in the future, we're going to be spotlighting some businesses, small businesses in the community. We're also going to be talking about nonprofits. Speaking of nonprofits, you had the young lady who wants to come on and talk about her charity. Who is that again? We're going to have.
That's Terrain Lynch.
That's right, Terrain Lynch.
Enchanting Women Foundation, her and Angel Jackson. So we're hoping to get them on
Excellent.
in the nearest future to talk about what they do. They do some really good stuff.
Yeah.
The women's shelter and things like that, things I've taken part in.
Yeah.
We're going to get DJ Gatsby to take part in it as well.
Absolutely. I want to come to that.
It's a
and
good
help
day.
out.
It's a good day. It's a good
Also,
day.
we have coming up Treasure Blue, author Treasure Blue.
Oh, great.
Many of you don't know, he's an author that signed to Cash Money Content Publishing, which is owned by Cash Money Records.
Wow.
With Baby and Slim, you know, the company that has Lil Wayne and Drake. He's going to be coming to the show. We're going to have an exclusive interview with him.
Wow.
Talk about his latest book and his relationship with Cash Money and how that thing.
Look
Big
forward
shout
to
out,
that.
Treasure Man. We can't wait to get you on the show. man.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Look forward to
And
that.
a lot of other things we're going to have. If any questions or comments about the show, you can always hit me up at djgatsbyx@yahoo.com. And what's the email for you?
For those of you with questions, please go to askkittyonthetalkshow@gmail.com. And then you can also find me on the talk show with DJ Gatsby and Kitty Jones. That Facebook page,
That
hit me
Facebook
up
page.
there. That's a good page.
That Facebook. You have 2,000 people join that
that's
page so far.
fantastic. And we're
Yeah.
always putting stuff up there, information, right? And we're talking about the Black History Month this month on there a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. We talk about everything that comes to our mind
Most
on that
definitely.
Facebook. I'm just always on there. And
Well, there's a lot of stuff
promote my
going on
books.
in the world.
Yeah.
So we're touching on it there as
Yeah.
well.
Before we close, once again, thanks everybody for watching. Thank you for supporting us. You know, this show is all about you. It's all for you. Me and Kitty are here just to bring you as much news, information, sports, fashion, and bring attention to nonprofits and charities in the community, which is what we're all about.
That's right. And make sure that you love, live, and inspire. You know, that's what Kitty is all about for sure.
I love that. Love living. Well, I need
We
to
gotta,
say.
I mean, we
I
got
need
to.
a saying that we close the show with.
You know,
What do
love, like,
I'll think of something. I'll think of something.
you know. Well,
I think it's
yeah, you know.
I'll think of something.
Yeah.
I can, you know, I can have a mantra
I mean,
too.
there, you can do that.
I can have one.
But just remember to do that, and remember that whether you know it or not, you are inspiring people
Yeah, I'm definitely.
just by living.
You know, you're an
For
inspiration
sure.
to me.
Oh, thank you.
We
That's so
gotta
nice
go.
to hear.
We
Okay.
gotta go. Again, thanks to Shay and Andrea,
Most definitely.
and thanks to you for watching. It's been DJ Gatsby from the DJ Gatsby, and
Kitty Jones.
make sure you tune in. See you guys soon.
All right, take care, guys.
Peace. Thanks, man.